Welcome back to our next binder video here for our Topps Premier League 2026 card collection on 510 Sport. We continue with Newcastle United. These are the cards that we pulled from our last unboxing video where we opened up a full box of packets of cards. And we've got only a few gaps left, to be fair, so we're doing pretty well. But we are going to continue with Newcastle United. And our first one is Dan Burn, who is number 219. And that's Tino Livramento. That doesn't sound right, does it? If he's 222. So let's have a look. We've got Nick Pope, who is 218. So Dan Burn will be here at 219, which means that Tino Livramento must go here. Next up, we have got Sven Botman, who is number 220, which puts him there. Then we have Tino Livramento, who we know we already have, because I just mentioned him, and you can already see him. Lewis Miley is our next Newcastle player. He is 224, which puts him, I think they're all out of kilter now, aren't they? So he's 2, so he must go here. So we'll deal with those accordingly. Sandro Tonali is therefore 225. And speaking of Sandro Tonali, we have got a duplicate of him there. Then we've got Bruno Guimaraes, who is another duplicate. I think he's going to have to be moved on as well. 227, which puts him here. Then we've got Joe Linton, who's 226. The blue parallel there. Then we have 2 Harvey Barnes cards. We've got one just like the one currently in our binder and our blue parallel. So we're going to have to swap this one out and put the blue parallel one in. Then we've got Alexander Isak, who again might not be there for much longer. He is 231, and I've forgotten what number Harvey Barnes was already. He is 229, so he goes slap bang in the middle of that page. And then we've got the Tino Livramento Generation Now card, who is 232. And I think these are going to have to be moved up one, aren't they? So yeah, that makes sense. So those are our Newcastle ones done, because we've got the duplicate Lewis Miley breakthrough border. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left for Newcastle. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 5 for Newcastle United. Next up is Nottingham Forest. Get those cards all ready, and here they are. Starting with the Nottingham Forest badge, which we already have. Matt Sells, who we already have. Ola Aina, who is number 238. So if Matt Sells was 236, that makes him... It does help when you've got a duplicate and you turn it around to the other side. You can see the number straight away without having to take a card out of the binder. It does make life easier. Murillo, we already have. And Murillo by morning. Next we have Ibrahim Sangare. Again, we already have him at the bottom there. Then we have Morgan Gibbs-White, who was kept at the club pretty much kicking and screaming. It looked a bit like a hostage video when he was in that with the owner. He is number 245. So let's see where he is going. Well, 247 is Alanga, so he must be going up here. Then we've got Taiwo Awani, who is 248. If I put that in the right position, I'm so bad at this. Yeah, he is. And then we've got Chris Wood already And then we've got the Murillo Generation Now card and the Ola Aina Full Force cards already. So those go on to our duplicate card. Can we just say, how stunning is that Nottingham Forest kit? I'm not a Forest supporter, but even with the Bally logo on it, I think this is an all-time classic Premier League kit already. I love it. I think it's brilliant. Moving on, though, to Tottenham Hotspur, who have done their very best to jazz up what is basically the same kit every year. We have got, first of all, Antonin Kinski, who is a duplicate. Then we've got Pedro Porro, another duplicate. Then we have Cristiano Romero, another duplicate. I'm getting bored of saying that. Archie Gray, you guessed it, another duplicate. Lucas Bergvall, hey, he's a blank space, number 261. So let's see where he fits in relation to Archie Gray, 2 up. So he goes behind the Murillo Generation Now card. Next up, we have Will Lancashire, who is number 263, going just after James Maddison. Then we have Brennan Johnson, who is 265, which puts him here. Mikey Moore, we've got already. And it's just the Lucas Bergvall Generation Now card, who we also already have left for Tottenham. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces left for Tottenham Hotspur. West Ham United is our next team. And we start with the West Ham badge, which we already have. Then we have Jean-Claire Todibo, who is number 273. And the West Ham badge was 271, so that will go here, just after Areola. Then we have Maximilian Kilman, doesn't like to be known as Max Kilman, a bit like the Andrew Cole situation. He is 274. Then we have got Aaron Wan-Bissaka. There he is, formerly of Manchester United. He is 275, so he'll be going there. Then we've got Oliver Scarles, who we already have in that bottom left corner. Thomas Souček is 278. So he will be going, I'm trying to put that in there. Then we've got Mohamed Kudus, who is 281, which will put him here. And we've got Niklas Füllkrug already. And then we've got, lastly for West Ham, the Luis Guilherme breakthrough baller, who is 288, which I presume goes there, but let me just see. No, he goes right at the end. And there we go. So for West Ham United, we've got a full page, we've got a diamond numbered parallel, and just 2 spaces left. So pretty good going so far for West Ham United too, which is right in the middle of the binder as well. Next up, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Cards at the ready. Here we go. We have got Nelson Semedo, who is already in that top right corner. Nasser Jigger, who we also already have. Then we've got Emmanuel Agbadou, who we also already have. Then we've got Rayane Nouri, who is number 295, who will be going in this bottom left corner. Then we have Andre, who we already have. João Gomez, another duplicate, as is Rodrigo Gomez. We've got Mateus Cunha, now of Manchester United. He is number 303. So let's see where he goes in relation to Jorgen Strand Larsen. He is the last one. He goes in there. Then we have got the João Gomez Generation Now card, 304. And then we've got the Andre Breakthrough Baller card we already have in that bottom right. Next up is Burnley. And we've got quite a few cards for them. Starting with goalkeeper James Trafford, now at Manchester City. At the moment, he's their number 2. He thought he might be becoming their number 1, but he might end up being their number 3 goalkeeper. Poor luck that he's had returning to his former club. Next up is Maxime Esteve. I should have checked the number for James Trafford, shouldn't I? Actually, I can use Bashir Humphreys, who is our next card. So he is number 310. So Maxime Esteve goes here. Then we've got Connor Roberts, who is 311. Hugo in the middle. Then we have Lucas Perez, who we already have. We've got our gold parallel Josh Laurent there, 22 of 50. What a pull that was in a previous video. Hannibal Mejbri is 316, formerly of Manchester United. And I'm guessing he goes here. We've got Marcus Edwards next, who is 317. There we go, we already have. So, yeah, I was absolutely right. In he goes. Then we have got our green, was it the aqua parallel, I think, Luca Coglioscio, the numbered parallel, 471 of 499. So he is undoubtedly going into our binder, replacing the regular version, and we've got another duplicate of that regular version as well. So look at that, 2 number parallels for Burnley. Impressive stuff, I would say. Then we have got the Lucas Perez Generation Now card, number 322, which must put him here. And then finally is the Luca Coglioscio Breakthrough Baller, who we already have. So onto our ever-growing dupes pile there. For Burnley, we've got 2 left for Burnley already. Moving on to Leeds United. And we've got a good few gaps here to plug, so let's see how we get on. We start with Joe Rodon, who is another duplicate. Then we have Jaden Bogle, who is number 329. So he is in here. Then we have Ethan Ampadu, who is the Leeds captain, but not going to be displacing that blue parallel. Likewise with Brendan Aronson. Then we have Matteo Joseph, who is number 335. So Aronson was 332, so he will be going in the middle here. Then we have Daniel James, who we already have. Then we've got Patrick Bamford, who I doubt will play another game for Leeds United as long as Daniel Farke is there at least, whenever that may be. He is in there. And then we've got Joel Perreault, who is number 339. And then we've got the Pascal Strike Full Force card, which we already have here. So a good few of those gaps were plugged. 1, 2, 3 left for Leeds United. Moving on to Sunderland, before we get on to the special cards. We have got the badge, which we already have the blue parallel version of there. Likewise with goalkeeper Anthony Patterson. Then we've got Dennis Shirkin, another parallel we have for him already, the yellow parallel there. Then we have got Daniel Ballard, a blue parallel for him, and he is number 348. And in relation to Dennis Shirkin, he goes behind Daniel James. We've got another Daniel Ballard card going onto our dupes pile. Then we have Chris Rigg, who is number 349. which puts him here. Then we have got Dan Neil, who is 350. I swear that Sunderland players have got the most British names. Back in the 90s and before, they were all having names like this. Now it seems rare to have Chris and a Dan in your team on a regular basis, and certainly rare to have an Alan. And Alan Brown there, our green parallel, who is going to be replacing the regular version. Then we've got Jobe Bellingham, who couldn't be more outdated if they tried, considering he pretty much left as soon as they won the playoffs. He is number 352, which puts him at the top here. Then we have got Romain Mundle, who is 354. And finally, our Wilson Isidore full force card, which goes onto our duplicate pile. For Sunderland, then, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps left. Moving on to the Pro Partnership cards, of which we have got a good stack. So let's see how many of these gaps we can fill. We start with the Brentford Pro Partnership, Nathan Collins and Sepp Vandenberg, number 364. I will guess that will go here for numerical reasons. Let's just check the Chelsea one if that is 367. Yes, so that will go here. Then we have the Brighton and Hove Albion one, Kaoru Matoma and Simon Adingra, 365. So that will be going next. Then we have the legendary Chelsea Pro Partnership of Ricardo Carvalho and John Terry. That is 366. Then we've got the Everton Pro Partnership of James Tarkowski and Jared Branthwaite, which we already have down here. So on to our Dukes pile it goes. Likewise with our Sunderland one, Enzo Lefebvre and Patrick Roberts in the most bizarre order. Chelsea, Palace, Everton, Sunderland, Liverpool. Go figure. Then we've got Liverpool's Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister already as well. Same with the Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes and Rasmus Højlund. Then we have also got the Ola Aina, Callum Hudson-Odoi Nottingham Forest one. This is going quite quick. Then we have the Tottenham Hotspur, Brennan Johnson and Dejan Kulusevski. Finally one for the binder, 376. And does that go immediately after the Forest one? I presume it does. Yes, it does. So that will go in there. Another Tottenham Hotspur one, but not the same card. The legendary Darren Anderson, Teddy Sheringham Pro Partnership. That was a good partnership. 377. And then we've got the Burnley one moving on the page. Maxime Esteve and Lucas Perez. 379. And finally, the Leeds United one, Joe Roden and Ethan Ampadu, which we also already have. Of the Pro Partnership cards, then we only have 2 left, the Aston Villa and Newcastle United. So good thing to bear in mind for our next pack opening, whenever that may be. Then we move on to the Retro Threads cards, probably my favourite of the whole collection, I have to be honest with you. Arsenal, Ian Wright, we already have. Bournemouth's Simon Francis, we already have. Chelsea's Frank Lampard, we already have. Everton's Jodian Lescott is a gap, who I don't even need to look, I know goes here. Louis Saha of Fulham, we already have. Mika Richards of Manchester City is number 392. Now, checking, Lescott was 389, so Richards goes there, which leaves, I'm guessing, a Liverpool gap there. Faustino Asprilla, we already have for Newcastle United. Robbie Keane, we already have for Tottenham Hotspur. Mark Noble is a gap for West Ham United. Kevin Doyle for Wolverhampton Wanderers, 398. I think that's the right. Let's double check that actually. Bobby King was 396. Noble 397, Doyle 398. And then we've got Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who is, makes sense, number 400, but we already have him as well. Now in Strictly Come Dancing, if you missed that breaking news, so looking forward to seeing him strutting his stuff on the dance floor. We continue with the Pro Precision, but not before we have a look at how many of the retro threads we have left. 1, 2, just the 3. Nice, I think. That's if that is a Pro Partnership card. Pro Precision card. Next up, we have Ollie Watkins of Aston Villa, who is 402, which puts him here. Then we've got Mikkel Damsgaard of Brentford, who we already have. Then it's Eddie Nketiah for Crystal Palace, who I'll show you the back of that one, is 407. Then we've got Beto for Everton, which we already have. Legendary Robbie Fowler of Liverpool, who is number 409. Then we have Phil Foden of Manchester City, who is 411. Then we have the legendary Wayne Rooney Pro Precision. Good luck saying that after a few drinks. 413, Wayne Rooney Pro Precision in there. Then we have Anthony Gordon, which makes me think that this one's in the wrong place. We've got Anthony Gordon, 414, which means that the Taiwo Amoni card is here, and I fear that means that the rest of these cards are also in the wrong place, but we'll see. Next up, we've got Brennan Johnson, Tottenham Hotspur, 416. Then we've got Mohamed Kudus for West Ham United, 417. And Jørgen Strand Larsen, who is 418. Next up, we have the Beast Mode cards. I can see that these are over here for some reason. They're in the completely wrong place. 419. 420. Goodness knows how that's happened. Right, so we're probably going to have to do a bit of rejigging here, but that is fine. So that is 420. Let's see what Declan Rice is for Beast Mode. He is 421. So we're just going to have to do a bit of rejigging here. Then we've got Morgan Rogers, who is 422. And then I think we can pick it up with Evan Nilsson, who is 423. That's a full page there, which we also always like to see. Johan Wisser, the Beast Mode for Brentford. I don't think, no, we haven't got that one already. He is 424. If you can see at the back of this, we have already got the Jorginho Rutter Beast Mode card, so that goes onto our duplicate pile. And we can just spin him around and put him in there. Then we continue with Beto for Everton. It is 426. Oh no, 428, sorry. So Rutter was 425, so he goes immediately underneath. Then we have Liverpool's Ibrahima Konaté, who is 429. I can see we've already got another Liverpool one here, Virgil van Dijk, who is 430, so we'll just put him straight in there. Then we've got the Alejandro Garnacho Beast Mode for Manchester United, who's 432, which goes in there. Then we've got the Sandro Tonali, who I'm guessing is 433, so he will be all the way up here. Chris Wood, we have already got Beast Mode, so we'll just be a case of moving him up to the top here. Likewise with the Ledley King Legendary Beast Mode, who I'm guessing is 435, and he is, so we'll put that there. Straighten that up. Then we've got Emerson Palmieri, who is 437, which goes in the middle. And then we have got Hee-Chan Hwang, 438. And our final Beast Mode card is Hannibal Mejbri for Burnley, 439. In terms of Beast Mode cards, then, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gaps, I believe. Oh, I've missed out this Dominic Solanke one. I think that is going to be 5 gaps then. At 436, put him in there. There we go. So 5 gaps. Nice. Moving on then with the headlines cards. Again, these are going to have to be rejigged, I reckon. Hannibal was, just as a recap, number 439. So let's see what number Martin Odegaard is. He is number 441. So we'll be putting him there. And we've got the duplicate of that here, going onto our pile. Next up is Aston Villa's Emiliano Martinez, 442. Then I can see we've got the Kevin Schade one here, who will be 443. Poor Bournemouth, no headlines card for them. Chelsea up next. We have got Pedro Neto, who is 444. Got any? No, we're all right for the moment, but we have got Cody Gakpo and Jeremy Doku and Amad Diallo already. I might as well just show you all of those at the same time. And we can just put those straight onto our duplicate pile. And then rearrange those in the proper places that they are supposed to be in our binder. So we've got Neto, who is number 444. So that means that we've got Gakpo here at 446. Doku is 447 and Amad Diallo 448. Which therefore means we have to move the Chrome Kings, who I don't think, no, they're numbered but not sequentially. So we might as well just put those onto that pile. Let's have a look quickly at the last headliner. So we had Amad. Here we are. So there's Jacob Murphy and James Madison. So that finishes up here nicely and neatly, which means we can then start the Chrome Kings up here. And the first one we have got is the Cesc Fabregas, who is the green parallel number 1 we had in our previous video. Slotting in there. The Dwight York one is there for number 2. We have got the Gianfranco Zola, who I'm thinking just by manner of club order, we'll be joining them on that first page. He's number 6, which goes here. Then we've got next up Nathaniel Klein, Chrome King, who is number 8. And by the way, I think we've only got 1, 2, 3 headlines cards left as well, I didn't mention. Then we've got David Silva, who is a duplicate of a card we already have. Sat right here. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've got the Clint Dempsey one here, which we might as well move now. He is number 10. I presume Lonzo 11, yep, and Steven Gerrard 12. Which may make the fact I mentioned in an earlier video, it doesn't look like there was enough space for the classic limited editions or some other form of limited edition. It might have been the Premier Pro pools. A bit more evident now that there actually is. I just skipped out a page. So yeah, don't know how that happened, but as you can see, I'm not great at counting these out. Next up, we have Roy Keane, who is number 17, which goes here. And is that the penultimate Chrome King? No, they've got quite a few more. 3 more after him. So that would go 1, 2, 3. Then we're on to the Golden Lions. We've got the Carl Palmer one already, and he's number 6. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he goes here. We've got another gold line now in Alexander Isak, who is number 14. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I'm just going to put this Matt O'Reilly card. I'm going to put it slap bang at the back in the middle. And there he is. So that concludes our latest inserting into the binder video for our Topps Premier League 2026 trading card series. We haven't got many left at all, actually. So I'm pondering whether to buy another box and do a big break with you or how I'm going to go about this, but we'll find out in our next video. So look forward to seeing you then. Make sure that you like, follow and subscribe 510 Sport, and I will see you next time.